Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this because a lot of people keep saying, why can't I buy RLUSD? You will be able to hold RLUSD, and I'll explain why in a minute. RLUSD is for everyone. There's no such thing as not meant for retail. For a compelling ecosystem, you need institutions and retail. Institutions on-ramp with RLUSD to the XRP ledger and distributed via CEX, AMMs, etc. to retail and other institutions. Think about it like this. Right now, on the exchange, you're holding XRP. You could sell your XRP into USDC. However, you cannot buy USDC directly from Circle. Same thing is going to happen with RLUSD. I'm sure a lot of people will be holding it once it goes live. I just wanted to clear that up. Cult of irrelevant coins. Raoul Paul, scathing critic of XRP and Cardano holders. Now, the devil is in the details. Right in the first sentence of this article. Popular media personality Raoul Paul believes investors should avoid old coins like Ripple's XRP and Cardano ADA. Popular media personality. Who controls the media? BlackRock and the big corporations. So if they're telling me I should not be holding XRP or ADA, which are both ISO cryptocurrencies, it makes me want to hold them even more. They want us out. Paul contends that despite potential positive outcomes from the legal battle, older coins are no longer as relevant due to lack of innovative edge compared to newer cryptocurrencies. I don't know if this guy lives under a rock or what, but let me tell you something. XRP, Ripple pushing towards interledger protocol can now transact 1 trillion transactions per second. Ripple pivoted multiple times, pushed XRP towards all the money. And he wants us to go and invest in newer cryptocurrencies. No thank you, Raoul Paul. I'm invested with the elites. Crypto Whale acquires 20 million XRP from top Korean exchange. Over in Korea, they are just buying up XRP. They could care less about the distraction, which is Bitcoin. They know what the future is. Maybe Raoul Paul should take a look at what's going on in Korea. According to the 99-year Golden Eagle model, which solely considers XRP's utility as a medium of exchange, the fair market value of XRP extends to 5 digits. Now, this is part of that buyback idea. Remember when they were doing all of these valuations on XRP? Well, they're saying under this model, XRP by 2030 should be worth $13,386. Now, I never put a lot into these models, and I even don't think that the Fed is going to be the one buying back your XRP, like you see here from Eleanor Tourette. We received proposed terms by Vahil Capital for the Fed to purchase XRP from participating token holders. They include ESDRs valued at $37,500 per token, reserved rights to receive airdrops to the XRP ledger, complete debt forgiveness, and a tax break for token holders and descendants. But this relies on the Fed buying back your XRP. I don't think it would ever be the Fed. In fact, I think that things are changing very quick with the Fed, and I'll explain more as we go along. This comes from Tokenizer. Institutional tokenization of monies, now a reality. Recently, a New York Fed engineer and BIS advisor for NYIC had collaborated on an article on the future of tokenized money and assets. They also directly mentioned the New York Federal Reserve's role in Project Agora. It's clear that central bank leaders are now waking up to the future of finance being tokenized. Additionally, they highlight the decentralized aspect of assets being moved around as seamlessly as paper via distributed ledger technology. So you see the Fed and the BIS coming together. That's because the BIS is running the entire show. So if there was ever going to be a buyback, the buyback would happen, in my opinion, through the BIS. But I think what they're counting on is that most people are going to end up selling long before XRP ever achieves these price points. Almost all of retail will be out. 99% of retail will be out by the time XRP reaches $1,000. But this goes along with other cryptocurrencies as well. XLM, XDC, HBAR, QNT, Algo, IOTA, ADA, all part of ISO 222. Give me one good reason why the Fed would destroy the dollar. The Fed has been destroying the dollar for a long time, but it goes even deeper. It goes into globalization. Take a listen to this right here.
The only time in my life I've ever seen a central banker be 100% honest. It's quite remarkable. They're trying to put into place a digital transaction control grid, which will tell you what you can do with your money, when you can do it, where you can go. If they don't want you to be able to use your money more than 5 miles from your home, that's it. Your money will turn off 5 miles from your home. If they decide they want to double taxes, they just take it out of your account. You know, it's all taxation with absolutely zero representation. And the interesting thing about it, once they get the system into place, it won't even be, I believe it won't even be your national central bank that will control. It will be the Bank of International Settlements and the global systems that will control.
Like she said, it will be controlled by the BIS. The BIS will become one world bank. It will be the bank of all banks. So if they were to buy back your XRP, that's who would be buying it back. Your cost of living will rise forever, and it's not because of capitalism. The financial system is intentionally designed this way. Inflation is a feature, not a bug. Everything you need to survive will get more expensive over time by design. And that's what's happening right now. Like I said, the Fed creates inflation and the Fed fights inflation. But did you take notice what doesn't really go up in value? Things that keep you distracted. TVs, toys, software, cell phones, services. Those all stay very round where they've been for a long time. In fact, it looks like TVs are getting cheaper and cheaper. Go to Walmart, soon you'll buy food and walk out with a free TV. Because they want to keep you distracted. They want to fill you with what they need to tell you. In other words, they want to keep us divided on one hand politically. But then they also want to distract you with Bitcoin. Hey, if you're thinking about moving away from the US dollar, park your money in Bitcoin, which is another major distraction. But you're smart enough. You're holding the disruption. You're holding what the elites see as the future. What's going to move the money around the world? What's going to move value around the world? XRP and this handful of ISO cryptocurrencies. It's all about distraction. But let's get back to the Fed for a minute. So you want to know the real reason the globalists are going after Russia? Listen to retired USA Colonel Douglas McGregor explain. The globalist elites rule in Europe just like they rule over here. The people that control our financial institutions and mainstream media now control our governments. They want to destroy Russia because it's the last superpower in Europe. with its own national identity. What have the globalists done to us? They flooded our countries with immigrants with the specific goal of eliminating our national identity. They will also eliminate our central bank, which is the Fed, because everything is going global. You are going to become a global citizen. That's why the border's open. You're going to get a digital ID. That's going to be the need for a digital ID. And all of a sudden, you're going to be a one world citizen. Same thing's already happening in other countries as well. But we're pushing towards one world everything. One world currency, one world religion, one world bank. The US will no longer be considered a superpower in 2030. It will be part of a multipolarity world. And I think that is happening by design as well. We keep pushing deeper and deeper in debt. Eventually, the US dollar will no longer be the world's reserve currency. And that's why I don't understand why people are in such a hurry to sell their XRP for US dollars. I don't understand the idea of that. Because you're going to cash out into something that's going to continue to lose more and more value all the time. You're better off cashing out into gold or silver or even real estate, except real estate right now is still very expensive. I expect that to come down as crypto is rising at some point. Breaking: Walmart in Canada will no longer accept US cash. Not cashless, US cash. They don't even want our money because they know our money is going to become weaker and weaker as time goes on. Are you starting to see the big picture in all this now? The US is going to fall by design. And then all of a sudden, we're going to see the rise of the new financial system. European crypto fund founder calls Tether a $118 billion scam. You know, I keep pointing this out, and people still are not getting it. I see people in the comments section saying, well, Crypto Eddie said this makes Tether even stronger. Yeah, well, guess what? She also told people to sell their XLM because the Stellar and IBM partnership is no longer happening, that it's no longer intact. And I debunked that a long time ago. She also thought Do Kwon was a great guy, and you see what happened there with Terra Luna. The same thing's going to happen here with Tether. We all know it's backed by nothing. We see the articles on this time and time again. And we're pushing into a time where if something doesn't have real value, it's just going to be gone. XRP has actual real value. It solves a real world problem. It fixes the entire banking system. Bitcoin is propped up by Tether, which is propped up by nothing. It's not going to end well. It's 2054. Bitcoin has failed. The gold bugs have convinced everyone that peer-to-peer exchanges of gold are the way to go. The world is now on a gold standard. You run into a coffee shop. A customer walks in to buy a coffee, but all they have is 1 kilogram bar of gold. They take out their chisel and scale and carve off 0.054 grams of gold. You take the gold and send it to your gold purity specialist to confirm that the gold is pure. 3 to 5 business days later, the test confirms that gold is real. You call the customer back to your shop to get their coffee to complete the transaction. That's the future that this Bitcoin maxi envisions. But that's not how it's going to work at all. In fact, if you're going to deal in gold, you want to get coin-sized gold, like bullion, something like that. But we are not headed into a system where Bitcoin is going to be with us. The technology doesn't even keep it relevant going into the future. The future is something that can move value in a matter of 3 seconds. The future is real-time payments. And gold is always going to be with us no matter what. I would always buy gold over Bitcoin because gold is something that I could hold in my hand when the whole system comes crashing down. The good thing is, I think what's going to happen very quick after everything falls apart is we're going to see the rise of the new financial system. And XRP holders are going to become part of the new 1%. These Bitcoin maxis are about to get reality thrown at them because once Tether goes, it's going to set off a chain reaction. And that's going to be part of us going into that new financial system. All of a sudden, it's going to clear the way for stable coins. And what is a CBDC? It's a stable coin issued by the government. So they're going to make Tether look like something that can't be part of the future. The future is only regulated stable coins. You see what I'm saying? It has to happen by design. Same reason FTX collapsed exactly when it collapsed. For a reason. Everything fast-tracked soon after. Look at Russia. Look at China. Look at the rest of the world. The US is lagging behind on purpose, in my opinion. I think we already have stablecoin regulations written. I think we have crypto regulations written. And they're just going to go into effect like an overnight event. But until it all happens, you got to stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.